What's up, pricks? Welcome back to Campfire Sessions.
Why was that so aggressive, Cody?
I don't know. I just had to do the intro.
I mean, you are talking to a big room of people today. So.
Yeah, we are. Do we want to mention or just have them talk whenever?
No, we don't want to mention it. Let's just... No. Yeah, we don't want to mention it.
We can just have them talk whenever we want, you prick.
Why don't you go around the room and...
All right. I'll start with Josh, I guess. So, we have Josh over here across from me. Next to him would be our other co-host, Kyle. And then we have another Kyle as our guest.
Yippee.
Then there's me, Cody. And then there is a guest slash spectator slash... I don't know what else.
occasional commenter.
I'm here because I couldn't find a ride.
Michael.
We have our first... This is our first episode with a live audience.
It's like a audience that... It's like a interactive audience.
Interactive audience is crazy.
Yeah, so hopefully this is gonna get interesting. Maybe there'll be some fights between them two.
I don't...
Physical?
Oh, it'll get physical.
I like it better physical.
It'll definitely get physical.
So do we want to establish names here? Because when addressing one of
Yeah,
us...
I mean, I don't know.
I would
Well,
just KFC.
Why don't we just call him Francis?
I was
Don't
gonna
say-
call
call
him
me
Connolly.
Francis.
That is
Well,
his
everyone has... Every guest has a nickname, right?
I don't
Oh,
want
yeah,
They don't
so
have to.
KFC,
Francis
bro.
and...
I'm not being called
He could be
Francis. You
KFC.
can stop.
He could be KFC, because that's his initials.
I mean, we'd go middle names and go, hey, him Francis, me Giovanni.
That's kind of funny, actually. Should we do that?
What if we all just call each other our middle names? this
For the whole episode?
No, it's going to get confusing, though, because we already have trouble distinguishing our voices on the podcast.
Yeah, that's right,
So
James.
Yeah. Christopher.
Hey, Chris?
No, Robert.
Chris?
Robert, stop.
I don't know. What
Pipe it
everybody-
down.
I'm gonna
No, but,
get
like,
lost.
Pipe it down.
When we, name the episode, should we say featuring Francis and Giovanni? That'd be funny, actually.
You think we got people from, I don't even know where.
Oh, we forgot to...
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Oh, we forgot to talk about our listener
Oh,
base.
yeah.
They
What
don't
do
know
we have?
They don't know what we're talking about, but
Yeah.
on Spotify, if we go to our demographics, we have fans from
Fans.
Germany. Yeah.
It says 1% of our
1%
audio.
of our audience is from Germany,
Iceland.
and there was Iceland and one other one, I think. Less than 1% was
Wasn't
Mexico.
it Mexico?
Yeah.
We're going worldwide.
I don't know who is out there listening to us, but
Stay listening.
yeah, please do. They've stuck with us though, because that Germany one was there. It's
Yeah,
been there
I
since
know.
episode 3.
Probably learning English from us.
Can you
That is
imagine?
not the. We are not the people to learn English from.
I fuck with Germany.
Oh,
What a great
what
comment.
do you mean?
They
What
they-
era
they-
of Germany? Do
They
you
know
fuck
what they're
with?
doing.
Germany.
Oh, they're just doing it right.
Yeah, they just.
Okay.
Don't
Germany
they have
from,
like a female minister?
Oh fuck that place. Never mind.
What do you
Whoa.
mean? What do you mean? by that?
Wow.
My bad.
All right.
So we're leaving that in.
Said female? Oh, fuck him.
I mean, we have a room full of 5.
Testosterone.
Yeah.
Five guys.
Sausage party.
5 guys, 10 balls, supposedly.
Supposedly.
You never know.
11.
8.5.
Speaking of Five Guys, what's everybody's favorite burger?
like
f-
burger place.
Like, kind of burger?
Or kind of burger.
The question was not that complicated.
Is
it
it
works.
burger place or what type of burger?
Listen, when it comes,
Burger place.
when it comes to
Burger place?
food,
Fuck.
it's a big topic when it comes to food.
Yeah, for you it is, isn't it?
It is.
It's definitely 5 Guys for me.
I agree.
Oh,
Five Guys or Shake Shack?
the one time I had 5 guys, it burnt the fuck out of my patty.
Really,
Pissed me off.
it's always been good, but it's always so expensive.
Yeah, no, it's like $15 for like a single stack cheeseburger.
I fuck with Shake Shack.
They also fill your bags with hella fries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had Shake Shack.
I had it once. I was younger though.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what my favorite burger place is. You ever get the Western burger from Friendly's?
Friendly's? Bro, I haven't been to
That
Friendly's
shit
in a
slaps,
minute.
I went to Friendly's like a month ago with my friends because we haven't been in there forever.
I heard it's on the verge of closing down.
I went there in
everywhere.
the summer. I got ice cream there. The ice cream is good, but that's about
Dude,
it.
every time I go there, I get a Jim Dandy. It's my favorite thing.
So
The ice cream, it's like the banana boat in the sundae.
Oh, my
Dude,
god!
I swear to God, that's what it's called.
Of course you do, bro. When the ice cream truck came to football, you got a whole like.
Dude, you're not even a
banana
main guest
float.
in this episode.
That's the
Go
episode
away.
name, Jim Dandy.
So, or that's just his name.
featuring Jim.
Now you're gonna make me want to look it up because I swear
That's
to
it.
God,
That's his guest name. It
I
has
don't
to
know if
be.
I'm tripping or not.
It has to be every time he's on. It's Jim
Yes.
Dandy.
Yes.
And now we just have to get one for him. unless
He'll
unless
slip up.
Unless, yeah, we just once he slips up once, it's his nickname. Just like
Or I'll use Diabeto if it doesn't work.
So crazy.
Cody, I don't think you can say that.
Why? I'm on the verge,
Yes.
so I'm.
See? Jim Dandy.
Okay,
You're on the verge of type 2.
Suck it.
All right,
I feel
hold on.
like the audio is gonna be so bad on this. It's just gonna be us like yelling the whole time.
I mean, there's 5 of us here, all sitting around a table. So
all sitting around one iPad.
that's our.
let's just
that's
be
our-
real.
There's a campfire.
Any-
Yeah.
yeah.
We
getting
need
hot
the
here.
we need the crickets now.
No. Okay, hold on a minute. So, Kyle, you're telling me that you look at another human being dead in the eyes and say, "I'll have the Jim Dandy."
Yes, I do. I
What-
say
what-
that straight to whoever's working Friendlies.
What is on it?
Yeah. What is it?
Okay, so it's basically like a banana split, but in like a sundae. But it's like Friendlies. They do it in like the like the wine glasses. They're not actually wine
Like
glasses.
it's like the stainless steel,
the
like
stem, and they're massive.
you know those ones.
Yeah.
Do you
I
actually?
can see you mouthing words
Yeah.
over there.
Okay.
It's like a cup. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah,
fancy ice cream cup.
it's like vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry, and there's like bananas in it and whipped cream and cherries.
Do you two have something to say over there?
I'm just still laughing at Jim Dandy.
It's just like
Yeah, I look them dead in the eyes,
I'm
and I
I'm,
say, I would like the Jim Dandy, please.
so I'm not even lying. If I see a menu item at a place that has a weird name, I won't get it, even if I want it, just because I don't want to say the name of it.
I'll get it on purpose.
Do you think places name things like that just to be trolls? Just to be like, people have to say this to us now?
They have to, because what the fuck is a Jim Dandy? It sounds like a sex act.
What would it be?
I bet it's on
Like
Urban
they're
Dictionary.
Jimmy.
Yeah, you just
I don't
take
know,
Jim-
like a hand job, I
literally-
guess.
You get that.
I mean,
Jim Dandy.
I feel like you would go to like a massage parlor and you can get like a Jim Dandy add-on for like $5.
I don't. Please,
I'm
please look it up.
gonna find out if this is on Urban Dictionary.
Guys, I was just trying to talk about my favorite burger place.
We should start doing we should start doing Urban Dictionary word of the day because it just auto wants to the word of the day.
We're not even talking about the topic anymore. We're just talking about burgers.
Do you actually eat all that though?
Nah. Me and my dad usually. I only. No, okay, pause. I only.
We split Jim Dandy.
Yeah, we do. We take that Jim Dandy splitter
Okay,
straight
so
down
there's-
the middle,
there's-
cup and all. We eat the whole thing.
What do you have?
Because
Here?
I haven't
Verbal
been.
diarrhea too.
I used to go there all the time. What did you just say?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. So there's
No, Kyle,
4.
elaborate.
So we have a scrapped episode, and if we ever do upload it, it'll probably be called Verbal Diarrhea because we just talked and just pretty much shit out of our mouth.
Spewed nonsense for 2 hours.
There's 4 definitions here. I'm not gonna read all of them because there's one I don't.
Why not?
You want me to read all of them? The 4 definitions of
read
Jim
them?
Dandy.
Read the one. Yeah.
Let me read them.
How about we pass it around here?
Okay, give me the funniest one though.
Not to him though.
How
Yeah, I
about here,
can't
Josh?
read.
You can do the first one.
The first one.
Yeah.
Okay, Jim Dandy said sarcastically when something bad happens.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Can you
So-
use it in a sentence?
The example. I got a 54 on my math test. Fucking Jim Dandy, huh?
I hear that all the time.
Do people really like?
This is
Say
the one.
that.
This is the one I want to focus on because this is probably the most Urban Dictionary definition.
Oh no.
You can read that one, Kyle.
Okay. Okay, a Jim Dandy is a guy who combs his pubic hair to make it look fluffy. in a sentence, that guy is such a creep. He's a real Jim Dandy. That's what I'd be talking about.
What do you can read that one?
Jim Dandy to the rescue. This is the heroic rescue line of the 50s to 70s.
Of course, it's from then.
In a sentence, one day on a submarine, got a message from a mermaid queen. She was hanging from a fish line. Jim Dandy to the rescue.
All right, and I purposely saved this one for myself because I don't know if this is stuff that can actually go on YouTube.
Just fuck it. We're not even. Just fuck it. Just go.
The Okay. I don't even know how to say some of these words.
So should we say any kids listening should cover their
Wait,
ears?
do you want me to say it so you
Oh,
don't
I,
get canceled?
I got this. Don't worry. The act of forcefully defecating through the strings and into the body of an acoustic guitar via the guitar's resonance hole. This aberrant method of vandalism usually requires heavy practice and advanced physical contortion skills of the perpetrator.
This has to be made up.
So
That sounds like something Cody would do.
Use in a sentence. In a sentence. Actually, this is not even I got 2 sentences here. Good Lord, Terrence, what on earth is that horrendous smell coming from the parlor? Oh, Briscoe came in here last evening, and Jim dandied my new guitar.
This sounds like something that happened to one person, and he got so like upset about it that he wrote about
So
it.
can we break that down? It's the act of pooping into a guitar.
I wonder what it
Wait,
sounds
what
like.
part of the guitar is that? It
the like
says-
The whole.
Like, you know where the string...
In
Like
the
the
middle?
like you know
in
like
the
an
middle?
old guitar, it would just have like the big empty body, and then there's like that hole
Yeah.
in the middle.
So you have to get it in the hole without like getting it all over the strings.
Or you like
No,
forcefully
it goes
just
through the
stick it in.
strings. That's what it says. It
Oh,
goes
so
through,
it, like-
through the
Yeah,
strings
no,
into
you
the hole.
forcefully defecate into the hole.
Oh, so you have to like force it out so it like cuts through the strings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
String. Oh, dude.
Or you like grab it with your hands and
So you know
push
those?
it
You
down.
guys know those things? It's like a kitchen appliance where you put down like
masher.
the no. It's like you put down a hard-boiled egg on it and you bring it down and it cuts it into like
I know.
six.
Oh,
not
yeah.
Like the
TikTok.
dicers.
Yeah.
Is that what it would be like? Is that what the strings would be like?
I guess.
So you have to get like a slab of poop out every time you try to search for it.
It's like a patty of poop.
Yes.
I don't-
Like no, like 5 patties of poop.
Okay.
I think we should move
I
on.
feel like we're getting a little off topic here.
What does that have to do with Jim Dandy?
I Jim dandied his lunchbox.
You got Jim
I
Dandy.
was just,
This lunchbox.
I was just trying to tell you guys like what I used to get with my dad.
We turned.
I used to go
Jim
there as a
Dandy's
kid.
dad?
I used to
Return-
go there. Okay. Guys.
We turned his fun childhood memory into that.
Okay. I got a Jim Dandy, the ice cream at Friendly's with my dad
I'm just.
multiple times.
Okay, let's.
Jim
Jim
dandy is
Dandy.
now in my vocabulary.
I'm gonna look up Friendly's origin name.
Only the 5 of us are gonna know what it means.
That's fine. I'm gonna be walking through the halls.
You're gonna
You
talk
got
to
Jim
you're gonna
Dandy.
talk to somebody and be like, "Hey, I just Jim Dandied and I just Jim Dandied you."
In
And
19.
he's not gonna know what you mean, and then he's gonna go home and try to like strum his guitar and it's gonna stink.
Okay, so in 1941, Friendly's had introduced the One Dandy Split, now known as the Jim Dandy.
The one Dandy split.
Yeah, the poop guitar split.
There's like a whole history of it. I mean, it
I
looks
don't-
pretty good here.
Yeah, it does.
Dude,
I don't want to hear about shit anymore.
Smacks, look at it. It's fucking delicious.
I
There's
bet there was
nuts on
one
it,
dude
too.
named Jim that kept coming back just for the.
You think he was dandy?
And you're
He
like,
just
this is
smiled
wow,
all the time?
this guy's dandy because he fixed our ice cream machine. So even free ice cream. You think about that? If you really look into the Jim Dandy, Jim Dandy lore,
All right,
See what's
wow, guys, why don't we just
dude, get this dyslexic person off of this. Off of this episode.
Bro's laying on my bed.
He likes laying on dudes' beds. It's normal.
Okay, so why don't we all just take a nice deep breath and
Let's
right
all-
on to a nice topic.
We have these guests here for a reason,
Yes,
correct?
everybody in this room. We talked about it on last
It's
week's
starting to
episode.
fucking stink in here, by the way. Does anyone else smell that?
Sorry.
You think I think it smells like a
Cody's
skunk.
fart
Honestly.
before the episode
That was
started.
not.
I think it
again,
was-
bro. I farted before the episode again.
I think it's a skunk.
Where's the guitar?
I think it's skunk.
Word.
Yeah, my guitar has gotten Jim Dandied. Okay, what were you gonna say? You were saying the guests.
Everyone in this room right now was a part of our basketball season.
Well,
Not everybody.
Yeah.
Cody
Well, yeah.
was. Cody
Everyone-
was.
So-
He did pop
It's
out.
actually nice because we have 3 different perspectives here. We have
Yeah.
me, Mike, and Kyle. We're players on the same team. Josh was
I was the coach, but kind of the assistant coach
assistant
because
co-head coach. That's what it was.
yeah,
And Cody was
A
a
spectator.
very nice spectator who came to
A
most of the
loyal,
games.
And
loyal
commentator.
spectator. Yeah.
That happened
Yes.
to help during rough times.
So last year, it's rec league basketball. It's nothing too serious, but in our town, it's taken pretty seriously.
I just broke my chain. Are you
Um,
fucking kidding me? I actually just broke my chain.
Didn't you
I
just
got
get
this
that
shit
back?
fixed.
I was about to say you just got that fixed.
Bro, it fucking. How the hell did it.
well, we're gonna move on here.
Motherfucker.
All right.
Excuse
Well,
my language.
let's just
guys.
start talking about Weber.
The rec league basketball is called Weber. I don't really know what the significance of that is.
It's not. The name isn't.
It's named Weber. It's from, when did it start last year?
Last year it started a week before Christmas.
Then we
yeah,
had one
which was
practice in
dumb.
December.
They did a practice and game, and then we had like a 2 or 3 week break.
Yeah. So
It's a completely like unorganized.
first of all, how the league works is it's 10 games, not including playoffs, 1 game a week, and then 1 practice a week, a day after the game. So, the first couple weeks of it, we had 1 practice, 1 game, and then we had like 3 weeks off for Christmas, which doesn't make any sense. So that's what Josh was talking about. But we just have some horror, some funny,
we have some good
and
stories.
some intense stories from last season and honestly the season before. I know Josh wasn't coaching.
Yeah,
but-
I coached last year as my
and
first
then
season.
all 3 of us were also on different teams. So
So you were on different teams, but then we were all on the same team
Right.
this year. And then
so last year was junior year. We were all on the same team. Sophomore year, we were all on different teams.
Senior season.
Carbone missed. Mike missed his whole
Pretty much
sophomore
the whole
season.
season,
'Cause
yeah.
he's a bum.
He was in a boot.
and then are you guys all playing this upcoming season?
I am.
Planning to, yeah.
Which
I'm
probably will
about to be on your
start.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all about to
hopefully.
be on the same team again.
We're probably just gonna try to run it back.
No.
Well, I mean, for the most part, there's some people
Get rid
that
of Carbone.
I'm not gonna name any names, but
Bro sells my easy ass assists on fast breaks.
Okay, so
Piss
why
me
don't
off.
we all go around and talk about our season highs first?
well, can I
please?
first say what the draft was like?
Yeah, why don't Josh?
Because you guys
Let's go
weren't.
You start.
beginning to end.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so we signed up for coaching. We had to go to the draft, which was, I don't remember how early it was before the season. Do you remember when the draft was?
I think it was 2 weeks before the first practice.
Basically, all it is all the coaches sitting at a round table with the heads of the league. It was miserable.
It's like a fantasy football draft.
Yeah, they had to go through every single player that was eligible, which was probably, how many teams were there? 10?
There was 10 teams with about 8 people.
8 to 10 on each team, so 90 kids. We had to go through every single kid and talk about them and give them a number rating from 1 to 3. 1 being they're pretty good at basketball, 3 being they're absolutely terrible. We had to sit in that draft for like 2.5 hours just hearing about all these kids. It was kind of fun because we got to hear about these kids and like make a mock draft sheet to see who we wanted to pick. But I'm not looking forward to it again. It was too long, and I just feel like the coaches, some of them took it way too seriously for a town rec league basketball. And I think you guys all saw how some of the coaches were during the games.
Yeah. Jimmy.
No,
He's not here to defend himself, but
yeah, the draft. So we drafted our team. Most of our team was friends of you guys, right?
yeah. Pretty much.
There was
what
like one
would you
or
say?
two
Deke.
people.
Oh.
We're trying not to name names.
I mean, technically, a name, first name wasn't said.
It's like a
It's
nickname. It's a nickname.
We didn't say anything bad. We just said you guys weren't friends with him.
right. That's all we'll go. Well, we do have to get into him a little more later on for some of the stories, but
Nothing bad though.
we'll give him a different first name. There's so many people that can have that
Our
last name.
point is, most of our team was people we were familiar with.
We were familiar with everyone besides one kid, skill wise.
yeah.
I mean, at least I knew everybody's skill besides one person.
So
which
we
was the
thought-
other Kyle on the team. So
After the draft, when I sent you the team, we thought we had a pretty good team, right?
yeah,
For the most part.
yeah. I think we could. I remember. I don't know if you two remember. I know you probably do, but we could probably go week by week here, breaking down the season.
Yeah, we could try. So after the draft, first Did we have a game first or a practice first?
It was
Practice
a practice. We had
first.
one
Practice.
practice first.
That was the only practice that everyone went to. I remember that.
That was the only one everyone went to.
Yes.
Our team, like, commitment levels were low.
Yeah, so our team had 10 players. Not every team had 10 players. A lot of them had 8, 9. We had 10. Most weeks at practice, we had, I'd say like 6 people.
There's some weeks you'd have like 5.
Yeah. So week 1.
Week 1 was probably, until the end of the season, our best week. Week 1, I believe week 1 I had 4 points. Which, okay, first of all, 4 points in a Weber game is a lot more than 4 points in, like, let's just say an NBA game or even a high school game. Because
These games ended with a score of like in the 50s, right?
In the 50s is high.
Yeah.
It's because it's 20 minutes and it's 2 halves.
Most games
And
were
it subs every 5 minutes, so.
most games were high 30s.
Yeah.
So what happens is if you have 10 people, every 5 minutes you have to rotate. You have to rotate no matter what. But there's no like everybody gets pretty much the same amount of playing time.
Unless you're certain coaches.
Yeah.
Unless there's some coaches.
Yeah,
that
we'll talk
leave.
about that.
Yeah,
That was our
there's some
That's for later.
That was our
corruption.
final game, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, so week 1 we played a team that we beat.
The Warriors.
Yeah, we all had NBA. There was 8 teams, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, there was 8. Did I say 10?
We were the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
we
We were the
Knicks.
Knicks. We played the Warriors week 1. That game, Kyle had
17 points.
and he had 5 threes.
Not only did we win, we kind of like
We won by 17
yeah,
that
we
game.
pretty much almost blew them out for Weber standards. We
welcome.
did.
Yeah, we were 3 points away. I think it's a 20 point with 2 minutes left as a mercy.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
for me and Jimmy, that was like a good way to start the season because it was our first ever game coaching.
We all looked really good. We actually had some team unity that game. We all shaved our beards and just had mustaches that game. Everyone on the team did it.
The worst week of my
I
life.
forgot about that.
Did you attend week 1, Cody?
Cody did not. I remember. He did not attend week 1.
I only attended like
Later on in
maybe
the
3
season.
games.
Yeah, it was more later in the season you actually started coming to games.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so we started off the season on a high note.
yes. Week 1, I that was probably one of my best games too because I almost had a triple double. I had 4 points and then I think I had like 10 and 8. I don't remember exactly, but other than that, it was a really bad season for me.
I had a great season. Sometimes.
I'm trying to remember after this.
Week 2 was our game against.
Damn, I haven't
I
thought
don't.
about
I
it.
know, but I don't want us to use names.
Well, do you know the team name?
It was the Celtics.
Completely
Oh,
forget who was on that team.
Celtics.
That was
Oh.
that was Cooper's team. We can use names if we're friendly with the people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
If we're
Cooper's
not
team.
bashing people, it's fine.
yeah, just
Right.
don't say anything bad.
Cooper's team.
If
So
you're gonna say bad about somebody, use a different name.
wait, so we lost then?
We
did
lost.
lose.
We lost week 2 and 3 because after that
Oh
was
yeah,
Scotty's
yeah,
team.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so week 2, that was against our schoolmate Cooper's team. I don't remember. That game was the game that Chris hit like 3-pointers in the last minute and almost tied it. Do you remember that?
Oh, that was a good game actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Because Chris, did he not play week 1? Didn't he not play week 1?
No, he didn't play week
No,
1.
he didn't.
He missed week 1.
He hurt his finger, didn't
Mhm.
Yeah,
He was our first. He was like the guy they're talking about is the person that we drafted first, basically, like our first overall.
Yeah.
So we lost by like 2 points or something,
I think
right?
that game we lost by 2, yeah. A really reoccurring theme for our team that season was comebacks at halftime. We would always be down at halftime.
Second half team for them.
We
Yeah.
were,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think that's part of it is like coaching because I don't think we figured out the coaching until like we had like probably like 4 games left, maybe even 3 games left. We really like got the coaching down, but it took us a while to figure out the best way to like coach everybody, I guess.
Yeah.
You guys can chime in if you want.
I mean the rotations are always kind of tricky. So figure out who should be on the first rotation or the second rotation so they start half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're forced to play everyone a certain amount of minutes no matter what.
So on games where you would have all 10 people, the people who would start the game aren't the ones ending the game. So we would have to be very strategic with it.
Yeah, it was tough to put together the rotations, but so yeah, week 2 we lost by just a little bit. It wasn't that bad of a loss, but
And their team went on to only lose 3 games, which we'll get back to that later because we did play them again.
yeah.
at the end of the season.
The week after that.
Week after that, that was another close-ish game, but
Was that the overtime game?
no, that was the week after that.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna get into that game after this.
Yeah,
because
okay. What was this? Which one was this one then?
This was against Scotty's team. I don't remember the score.
Oh, we got absolutely frightened them all.
Oh yeah, they did. I think Christian
I was there
didn't
for
play
that.
again.
Chris,
That was my first game there.
No, I think Chris did play. Or no, Chris might have had track.
Someone didn't play.
CJ was out then.
No, yeah,
Weren't they
CJ
both?
was out.
Weren't they
CJ was
both?
out for a little
Yes,
bit.
we missed both of them for Scotty's game.
They were both out. I remember because, yeah, they were both out.
Hold on, no, I'm getting it wrong because Chris did play week 1. He just missed Scotty's game.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm very sure. I remember this now because we were saying how we needed him to guard Scotty. I remember this now.
Okay.
So he played week 1, and that's probably why we won by 17. So now we're 1-2. I can go back to the Instagram account because it released weekly records. So
Okay.
I actually will. This probably will jot my memory too.
So far as an uneventful season start.
Yeah,
Except for the first
I
game.
wasn't. I hadn't hit a 3-pointer yet, and we're gonna. I mean, I'll just say it now. I hit 1 3-pointer all season.
I think I had like 7 points that game. I did not play very well.
So right now, this was after we were 1-2. We were in 7th place in the league. There was a team that was 0-3.
So you're like right towards the bottom.
Yes, we should mention this team that was 0-3. They had the best player in the league, but he had
Mario.
missed. We'll call him Mario. He had missed the first 5 games of the year, and he made his return against us, actually, and we will also get into that because I believe Mike has...
I wanted to swing. I wanted to swing at that kid.
Oh.
All right. Let's go to the next game because this was a very interesting game.
So the
Oh,
next
yeah.
game,
No,
we
let's
were
have-
playing...
We should have Carbone explain this one.
Well, this is not the game
No,
against that team yet.
no.
This is our overtime game.
No, yeah, I know.
That
That's
was
what
a
I'm
later
saying.
game in the season.
You remember what happened during the overtime game?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, let's start here.
oh.
So we're playing the Spurs. This is week 4. We go down by 9 with about a minute left. And... No, we were down by 7. We were down by 7 with a minute left. I hit a fadeaway in the corner. I put us down by 5. Somebody else on our team, Matt, he scores. He puts us down by 3. And now we're down by 3. We are inbounding the ball with,
Okay,
I believe,
let,
what?
Let me explain this. Okay,
Alright.
so we there was a timeout. Jimmy called a timeout.
Our head coach,
Yeah.
me and Josh's father.
Jimmy
Oh.
called a timeout.
Is this the game where he like messed up the rotations?
Yes, we'll get into
Oh.
that afterwards too.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
So
Sorry, Jimmy.
so Jimmy called us over in the timeout, and he asked us who wanted to take the shot. We had 3 different kids put their hand up. It was me, Matt, and Chris.
no, I put my hand up
Oh,
too.
4.
We're 4 out of the
So-
5 people in put their hand up.
Yeah, so it started off the plan. Jimmy was like, "Okay, we'll give it to Chris." I'm pretty sure that was the original plan.
Right, and that
yeah.
rightfully so because Chris was our clutch guy.
Yeah, so it was Matt ended up inbounding it, and Matt passed it into Chris, and there's like what 10 seconds left.
There was
Not even,
probably
like,
Yeah.
it was less than 10 because it was
it was like 7 seconds left.
uh-huh.
So he inbounds the ball. Chris is dribbling at the top of the key, and he gets double teamed.
Mhm.
And there's like 3 seconds left. I was like right next to him, and I told him, I was like, pass me the ball. I was like I was like on the wing, but I was like 4 steps back.
Yeah, so you were pretty far. You were like wide open.
Yeah,
though,
I was
right?
I was basically at the sideline. No, I wasn't even wide open. I was
Oh, were you
open
still-
at first. So he passes me the ball, and then I have 2 kids coming. I look at the clock. There's like 2.5 seconds left. So I just hit like a fadeaway. I just jumped backwards and just hocked it up,
Yeah.
and I splashed the 3
Yeah, he made it. It was
right
So-
in front of CJ's girlfriend. Well,
I don't think that has anything to do with the
ex-girlfriend
story,
now.
but
yeah, but
um,
CJ was jealous.
at the time this would make the score 38-38.
Oh yeah. Now
When
it's
this
start-
happens, I don't know how because this league is not organized enough to actually time keep because there's no shot clock in our league. But apparently the scorekeeper stops it at 0.4. So obviously we don't want to give up anything stupid. I say don't foul. I'm at this point I'm listening to Jimmy's direction and I'm yelling because it's kind of chaotic in the whole gym right now because everybody's watching that right now. And it got pretty loud in there. So I yell, press, don't foul, because I wanted us to keep pressure up to not let them get a shot off. I don't know what was going through Mike's head, but
Alright.
he immediately fouls.
Immediately.
No, it wasn't like I was trying to foul him. my idea of press is just get as close to him as possible. And
And this was under our basket too.
He was trying to play like hard defense, and he just
It
ended
was
up.
an honest mistake. It was a really, really soft
The
foul too.
refs called
I
fouls.
was,
Yeah.
that were,
I
like-
was so pressed.
Yeah.
I remember I fell to the ground. I was like in awe. I was like, oh no, I really just had that shot for absolutely nothing.
luckily, the kid I fouled was not very good at free throws. So
Didn't he
That,
like?
that was the Spurs.
This
He
was
missed both.
This
He missed
was
both.
a one-on-one. I actually can find the video right here for us.
Oh, wait, you have a video?
I have a video of the free throw. It is right here.
Oh.
This is you guys can't see it, but this is the free throw that he missed. He didn't even hit the rim really. He kind of just hit the backboard and it bounced off.
Yeah, he hit the back of the rim.
So it went to overtime, tied up.
Well, that gym was so loud too.
Yeah.
Because it was the other game ended. Our game
Yes,
was
so
running long.
everybody
Everybody was watching, and
Yeah.
it was like packed crowd for some reason. It's a Weber game.
Yeah.
It's because the kid that missed the free throws is like a popular kid at the other school from the other side of town.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone was there, and they started like, this whole like thing on Instagram. So everyone knew where the games were and everything.
Yeah.
So everyone was there, and the other game ended. So their whole crowd came and watched ours.
Was that the team that was mic'd up? Or was that a different team?
No, that was
No,
the
that
team
was
we
a
beat
different
week 1. That was the
Wow.
Warriors.
We beat them every time we played them.
Because
Twice, yeah.
it was the guy that was mic'd up was on my team last year. We'll call him Jacob.
So now we go into overtime, and what overtime is in our league is it's 2 minutes with rotations at 1 minute. So it's really like, there's not a lot of time for any plays. So what usually happens is you rotate in at 1 minute, but you rotate in your first 2 rotations from the game. So you're supposed to write down all your rotations. So what Jimmy does is he doesn't know this, so he rotates in the second rotation the people that weren't supposed to be in, and they weren't supposed to be in for a reason on our team. Because one of the kids on our team, and at this point the overtime game is still, I think it's still tied at this point.
Yeah, and I was still in. I
This
stayed in
kid
for the whole
on our
overtime.
team gets the defensive rebound and puts the ball back up on our hoop.
on our own basket.
He missed the shot, but it led to it led to an offensive rebound for their team, leading to a 3-pointer, I believe. I believe that was the
Yeah,
play it
It
happened.
was. Yeah. And I was out on the court.
To be fair, I could have told Jimmy that's not how you're supposed to do it, but I think I was so like focused on the game that I didn't even like think about the rotations. But that was like both of our
So
mistake.
we ended up losing the game. I'm not gonna blame that entirely, but
we kind of like fell apart.
we
at the
lost
end.
that game, and at this point
I
we're
was so tired.
1-3.
I
I
played
believe.
3 rotations in a row. I was like, Jimmy, let me stay out. And he said, okay.
Yeah. So
That was a heartbreaking loss. We were pretty sad after that one.
at
'cause
this point, yeah, we're 1-3.
Yeah.
At the end of it, I was like, I might as well have just not made my shot. We all could have been home like 5 minutes earlier.
Team morale is at an
So-
all-time low.
Going into this 1-3, we are still 7th. The team below us is 0-4. Team in first place is 4-0.
And then we play them next week, right?
We play this week. We are playing the Hornets, which
No, that was my
week 5. This was
that was my team from last year.
that was Kyle's team from sophomore year. They had won the championship before that.
I was like no help to that team whatsoever. They never gave me the ball. I was a rebounder for that team. And my
So-
role completely switched.
That game, it's another game where we are up by 1 point with seconds left. I don't know if anybody had anything too special that game. It was just a really tight back and forth game.
yeah, because they had some scorers on their team.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then AJ ended up clamping. Well, yeah, I can.
Well,
tell
that
AJ
was
'cause
the
it was-
that was the game against them later on.
Oh yeah.
in the
you're right,
playoffs,
you're right.
yeah.
Yeah. So we won't talk about playoffs yet, but
So another close game. Did we win that game?
yes.
I think we ended
and
up
that game was almost my fault of loss because I was inbounding the ball, and when I inbounded the ball, one of the kids on the other team tipped it, but he tipped it right back to me, and I grabbed it. And there was like 3 seconds left, so I literally just dribbled onto the other side of the court and just threw the ball into the air.
I remember now. Yeah.
So I almost fucked up, and then I saved myself because I inbounded it, the kid tipped it, and I grabbed it off of his tip and just dribbled
What?
it.
Pause.
Whoa.
Hey yo,
Pause.
hey yo.
Which one was Which team was I'll just say his name because we're not talking bad about him. What team was Huddy's team?
That was the Celtics.
Were they the Celtics?
Yeah, that
Yes,
was
yes.
Celtics.
Which
yeah.
one was Scotty's team?
They were
They
the
were
Jazz.
yeah.
Oh,
Jazz.
yeah,
Yes,
no,
yes,
you're
yes,
right. You're
okay.
right.
Okay, so now we're going into week 6, we have now overpassed the Hornets, so we are 6th place here.
What was our record now?
2-3.
2-3. Not awful, but could be better.
Right. We also at this point are the let's see, 8, 7, 6. It has us at the 6th seed, but we were the 5 seed because the Warriors had the same record as us, but we beat them. But the way this account ran was based off of power rankings, which is a little different.
It was basically just a popularity contest. All the popular kids got favored in the power
Kyle,
rankings.
didn't you get into like a whole argument with their Instagram?
I just slid up on one of their Instagram posts and I was like, that's literally not how it works, and they like gave me some weird logic about that's how it did work, but I don't know. And I keep saying the team in first place and the team in last place for a reason. So week 5, the Lakers are 5-0 and the Heat are 0-5. Now we are going into our game against the Heat.
This was like the most frustrating game of the
Heat
year.
were 0-5 coming into this. They had lost bad. They had gotten mercied the week before, I believe, by Scotty's team.
So,
and
who do you guess was the first team they beat? Our team.
Now this
Mario
is because
popped off.
their best player Mario, that's not his actual name, but he came back with a vengeance because he absolutely torched us.
I have to say he was pretty good.
He was
dropped,
the
like,
best
30
player in the
every
league.
Weber game that he actually played in.
Yeah, 30 for a Weber game is ridiculous too.
Because he was supposed to be playing. He should have played varsity basketball because he was playing for Xavier.
Yeah.
Is where he went to school. Well, it doesn't really matter. They don't know what we're talking about.
That's fine. I mean, you could say schools. It's not a big deal. But, anyways, this game, I think, was Carbone's. I keep saying Carbone. That's what I keep calling Mike because that's his last name. We all call him that. That was his only 3. You got into it a little bit with this Mario.
Yeah, he hit a 3 in my face, and then I actually got the ball. I think I was dribbling down the court. I had a step back 3 right in his face.
Because bro was pressed.
He was pressed, except that I didn't get to. Normally, I'm like the defensive player.
Yeah.
I don't score much, but I clamped their best player. That was kind of my job. Except how the rotations worked for that game was I only guarded him for the first rotation, and then, well, no, I can say CJ's name, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
CJ guarded him for the rest of the game, and
got cooked.
let's just say he got cooked.
We can shit talk CJ. CJ's a friend.
He
understands.
he got torched the whole game, and I was never in the same rotation ever again with Mario.
I gotta say, CJ was a practice warrior because he only tried and played decent at practice.
I think he got nervous in games.
That's normally what happens because like in practices with scrimmages we play against each other. We're like more confident,
Yeah.
but when we're playing people we don't really know.
We played each team twice, right?
Yeah,
Not every team. You play the first 3 teams twice.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because the thing that I had against Scotty, I'm not gonna say it.
That was week 3.
It was.
Yeah.
So we skipped over it.
We'll put it in the photo dump.
yeah.
We
That was
passed-
a little,
I absolutely blocked the shit out of Scotty.
He-
I got
he-
higher than he did.
He's like almost snatch blocked one of the tallest people in the league,
Yeah.
and the ref called it a foul. But we have photo evidence that
I
he
didn't
was
even
nowhere
touch
near
him.
his hand.
That was
I
the
didn't even
worst
touch him.
ref call of the whole season.
I literally went to his side, and I jumped
Do
to
we wanna-
his side so I could put my hand up, and I wouldn't like jump into him.
Do we want to jump into refs right now?
Well,
Because-
let's get through the games, and then we'll do like general topics.
Cody,
So,
wait, hold on.
yeah,
Cody
yeah.
hasn't talked in
Yeah, I feel bad.
probably 20 minutes. Have you gone to any of the games since this yet? I believe you went to the game that
I
we
went
lost.
to the overtime game.
Yes.
yeah.
What were your thoughts watching that one from the bench, the sideline?
Did we give a name to
Who?
The kid
The-
who shot on his own basket.
yeah.
It's the other Kyle. I don't really care to say
Other
it.
Kyle, just
Because there was 3 Kyles on our team, so it was the other one.
say Kyle 3 or something.
Being in like the audience spectator area, everyone was mad at him. Even like other people on the other team, like parents on the other team, they were getting mad at him, bro.
Like, what are you doing? You played basketball. You should know not to shoot on your own hoop.
I don't know like what was going
It's
through
like
his
it's the
head.
most basic thing ever.
That's something like a kid in elementary school does.
Had I coughed during one of the free throws yet?
No, this had not started yet. So what Cody would do last year when the other team was taking a free throw, he would viciously cough on purpose as loud as he could to
all
try and
about
distract them, and it was very funny.
Actually, a parent called me out one of the games too.
What happened?
I didn't know
She
that.
was like, "Are you doing that on purpose, or are you actually sneezing?" I'm like, "I don't know." And then I did it like 4 more times in front of her.
You should cough like right in her face. Okay, so now at this point we take another devastating loss. We're 2-4 here. The team below us are 1-5. They get their first win, and the team in first place dropped their first game to the Celtics. So they are 5-1 now. They maintain first place. Now we go into our game against the Lakers, who
Oh my
my
God.
God.
they were 5-1 and they had just lost their first game in overtime.
Talk about getting fucked.
So, oh man, I want to skip over this game.
Can't.
We can go
What?
over like very lightly.
Did we get?
Is this the one that you got really mad at the kid?
No, that was the. We'll get into that later. I don't want to spoil anything, but that kid was on this team. So there,
What should we call him?
I'm
Little man.
little man,
Yeah, we'll
little
call him.
man. So there is this kid. Who you don't know who we're talking about,
I don't want to say the name.
but is it?
You know who we're talking. The kid that we saw at the game that you said you saw.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he was there too? Okay, so little man here, what he would like to do, because I had gone to games previously, he would like to go around and okay, I'll give it to him. He was a really good player. I can't lie. He was pretty good. But he was not very good at
Sportsmanship.
sportsmanship in the way of trash talking. He didn't really know what was sport and what wasn't, because he would just go around calling people bitches, but in a very unsportsmanlike way. And he never really got penalized for it. So we were all prepared for this because we had watched him call one of our friends a bitch the week before at a different game. So
Wait, who did he call a bitch?
Scotty, he scored on him and he goes, what did he say, Josh? Because me and
He
Josh
said
went to this game.
and one, bitch.
Oh yeah, he scored on Scotty, didn't get fouled, and he looked at Scotty, who's our friend, and he goes, and one, bitch. That is not competitive. Like, that's not like trash talk.
Kerbo, may I say, this is the wrong person. I thought we were talking about the other guy.
Yeah.
Do you know who we're talking
that's what
about
I
now?
thought.
Do you know who we're talking about now?
I have a vision of him. I don't remember his name.
Middle part.
Yeah, okay.
Short.
I have an idea now of who he
There's
is.
a reason we called him the little man.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I got you now.
Just want to
I
make sure
got you.
everybody's on the same page.
No, we're on the same page.
So this team, they had pretty much dominated all their games before this. We knew we had the odds stacked up against us. So for this game, what we decided to do was put our best 5 in one rotation and just pray that would work.
Which probably was a really bad idea.
It worked for the first 5 minutes of the game because we had a lead. And then
That is true.
it all blew up in our faces. And this was the only game I hit a 3-pointer in because we were down big at the end of the game. And I was like, Jimmy actually pulled me aside and we were losing. And he goes, just go have fun. Because I was still taking it seriously. So next time I get the ball and I'm not even joking, a step and a half past half court and I just throw it up. And I sink it. Like, I don't even hit rim 3-pointer. It's the only 3-pointer I hit all season.
Just a Hail Mary, like half court.
Yeah, just for fun. Not a lot of time left in the game. It didn't mean anything. We were down by like 18 at this point. But, that was the only 3 I hit all season because I had psyched myself out all year. That's the worst part about basketball. It's mental. I don't have anything else to say about this game because this team was like feared in the league because of how much they were dominating. They actually won out for the rest of the year up until the playoffs. Well, we won't spoil anything for the playoffs yet, but they finished 9-1, and they lost by 2 points in overtime in their only loss.
That game made me want to kill myself.
So
I think I went home and like listened to like sad Taylor Swift songs in the shower.
didn't we all after Weber?
I love listening to T Swizzle in the shower.
So after this, at this point, they had our week 7 power rankings. They had us in dead last place.
Yes,
We're
sir.
2-5.
Which is bullshit because should we have been in last place?
So you want me to run through the rankings real quick here?
Just no. Just like
We were 2-5, tied with 2 other teams, but one of the teams we had beaten.
yeah, that's what I mean.
So we should have been. It doesn't really matter. It's
Like I
nothing.
said-
It's nothing official. It was an Instagram account ran by
Yeah,
players.
yeah.
So now we go into week 8, and this is when our schedule wraps back around. We start against the team we beat week 1. This was a much closer game, but this game was also very fun. I think this was my best game.
That game I played like shit.
I think there was some trash talk in this game too, wasn't there?
Yeah, from Jacob.
Yes, this.
But he meant it in a fun way. He wasn't like little man where he was like actually
Yeah.
angry.
He was trying
he
to
was
be
joking
competitive.
around.
Yeah.
So
This
what-
is the game where he was mic'd up.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay,
right.
okay.
That's right.
So what had happened in this game is we changed our game plan a little bit, and
This is when I'm
we
also
box
good.
and won Mike onto their best player, and they were getting visibly
You
frustrated.
think this is
with
when
it.
I remember I was saying before the coaching turned
This
around.
is when
Yeah,
everything
this
clicked
is
with our
when
team.
this is when we found the rotation that worked.
Yeah.
Should we explain the rotation that worked?
Well, I don't remember what it was. Do you
It
remember? what
was you, Matt, Chris,
Yeah, and then
Carbone. Or no, Carbone, you were on my rotation, weren't you?
Yes.
did we put them with
Sometimes. Yeah.
It was me, Matt, Chris, and
and then AJ, right?
AJ and other Kyle.
No, AJ was on my rotation.
Yeah. I
Oh, did we
remember.
put, did we put you with
was
CJ?
it-
Did we put you with CJ?
Yeah, no, CJ, was in the
and
rotation.
and yes,
And other Kyle.
I think you guys have
Yes.
Carter.
Carter, yeah.
yes.
So
Carter
you
was
put
our
me.
big man.
The coaching style was put all the other good kids on a roster, in one spot, and then it was me, and I'm the only one that could play offense on my rotation,
We just wanted to let you do your thing,
which it worked.
ball hop.
Except
basically,
that
yeah.
one game. That one game I played horrible. The first game we did it against the Warriors. We
So
won though, didn't we?
the first game we played them.
No, the second game.
Yeah.
Yes, we did
won
win this game.
Yeah.
We won this game. It was another close game. I don't remember what the score was, but we won this game. It was a very fun game. At this point in the season, I was having a really big battle with my free throws. So I couldn't make a free throw.
Change your free throw form 17
So
times.
I decided this game I was going to officially change my free throw form. So late in the game is tied, I believe. I go for a layup, hit it, and won. Actually, no. That was a different game. I apologize. My memory is a little bad. I get fouled. No, I don't make it. I get 2 free throws. Am I right about this? I can't remember now. Was it an and one or was it just 2 free throws? It was an and one. It was an and one because I remember I shot 1 free throw. That's why I remember. Okay, now I got it. I was getting confused between 2 games. I made the shot, going to the line. We're up. I look over. I go, should I do it? Because I had been practicing a one-handed free throw. It was literally just whole form. My other hand is down to my side. This is clutch time too, and I say, should I do it? And I actually do it, and I hit it flawlessly. It's probably my best free throw all year. We have some movement going on over here. What's going on? John?
Yeah, we have movement.
What's going on?
I almost fell off my chair.
Cody has gotten
you have
bored
me
of,
s-
of
you have-
not talking.
You have me sitting on a box.
We're just doing things.
Sitting on a box, my ass
Yeah,
is
we
like
really don't.
malforming
We really
in the
don't have an optimal setup for
We have a
4
low.
or 5 people.
I think
Low
our
budget
spectators in
setup.
the most comfortable spot.
Anyways, we won that game, and then I was still having my free throw battle, but I hit a one-handed free throw that game, and it felt pretty nice. So now we move on. We are 3-5, and we move on to a very important game against the Celtics. At this point, the Celtics were 6-2. They had lost 2 games.
I don't remember how this game
I
went.
remember how this game went.
I do remember hearing that they were taking us for granted. They were saying "Oh, don't worry about this team. We'll beat this team easily."
Yes, that was happening.
Which team was this Celtics?
This was
it was
Cooper's
Huddy's
team.
right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I can talk about this game.
So this
we
was,
did win.
This was
We won
Kyle's.
this
This was
game.
Kyle's. Probably his.
Fuck yeah,
besides
this is
the-
my most clutch game.
Yes, probably besides the game tying shot.
Yeah, last 5 minutes. So we had the same.
This wasn't the
rotations.
last 5. This was the second to last.
Oh yeah, no, you're
your
right. Yeah,
5.
second to last 5. So 10 minutes left. We're only playing 5-minute things, and we have the rotations where I was alone.
Yes, we go down by 11.
Yeah, we're down by 11, and before that, I think I only had 4 points. My shot wasn't falling and stuff, and I was dribbling down the court, and I was like, we probably are gonna lose this game. I'm gonna just have fun. So then I go down to the corner, and I hit almost the exact same shot as fucking Kawhi Leonard against the 76ers.
Yeah, that shot was crazy.
Yeah, I
It was
hit that shot and it drained perfectly, and it was a 3-pointer.
Yes.
So then we're down by 8. And I heard Huddy told me the day after, he said, number 6 is a fairly good player. Don't let him get hot.
Mhm.
He gets hot, his confidence goes up, he gets better.
That was you. You were number
Yeah.
6.
I was number 6, just so we know. So now we're down by 8. I dribbled the ball down the court again, pass it into Carter, and I think I moved to the right again, and he passes it back out, drain another 3.
Same spot. This one
Yeah.
like toilet bowls.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
think that one was gonna go.
It, like,
That,
just
I was
rolls
on
around.
because I was on the move for that one, but that one was more of like a less on the move. Like I wasn't like fading away.
Yes, and at this point we're down by
5.
5.
5 now.
Yeah. So then I took a really goofy ass shot. It was like a really dumbass fadeaway and ended up airballing, but it ended up going right into Carter's hands and he put it up
Yes, so now we're down by 3.
3. And then I think I dribbled down the court again and then went to the left, like left side.
Yes,
Like
you went to left side.
wing.
You literally stopped, popped.
Stop, pop, like immediately because I knew that we only had like 5 seconds left until there was gonna be subs.
Uh-huh.
So I knew after that, so I just stopped and popped it and drained the 3, and then they called subs.
And now we're tied.
And you guys finished up. The
We
game
went
for
on
me.
to win this game after like just the foul game for like 3 minutes. If you know basketball, you know what the foul game is.
Yeah, because you guys came out and then you were all hyped up, so you were like clamping them on defense.
Yeah.
And you got like 4 points, and they just started fouling for the last 3 minutes.
Yeah. We won that game. That was our biggest win of the season so far because we had just beat the second place team. So now after this, we move on to the next week, and we're 4. Nope. Hold on. This was week 9. We are 3-6 at this point.
Were we really 3 and 6?
No. We were 4-5 at this point. I'm sorry. 4-5 going into our last week. After the biggest win of the season, we got mercied. We end up 4-6. It was bad.
Yeah, that game was bad. I don't remember how much it was by.
It was by
A
at
lot
least
to a
20.
little.
Yeah.
That's the mercy rule.
I don't even remember what happened in that game. Like, why did it
Everything
go
just
so
fell
wrong?
apart. I don't know.
We got bent over.
I got
with-
swatted twice on 3-point shots.
by Scotty and then Dom.
Yeah.
No, it was Dom and then Scotty.
First play of the game, actually, for either team, I got swatted on a 3. So now, in this league, there's 8 teams. Every team makes the playoffs. It's single elimination. The entire playoffs happen pretty much in a week. It's like rapid fire. First, we end up at the 6th seed, I believe. Or actually, final rankings, we ended up being... Yeah, we ended up as the 6th seed.
All I know is that we played the Hornets.
We were playing the Hornets, who we had beat earlier on. This was a very intense game.
Is that Trey's team? Like, is that Ice Trey's team? Or is he on the Celtics?
Ice Trey.
Who?
Trey. Sawyer.
He didn't play this year, I thought.
No, he did. His brother coached.
Who's Trey?
Oh, he's talking about Drew's brother.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
It was their team, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I clamped that kid.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
wasn't-
no,
he
the
wasn't that
Russell
good.
Westbrook of Weber.
Yeah. Oh my
Anyways, going to our playoff game.
My ex team from last year.
Kyle, why don't you?
Okay, so it's ex team from last year. We're keeping the same rotations where I had to do like everything. They had one big. This kid had
Tallest kid in the league.
tall dumb boy,
Tallest kid in the league. He was
Yeah.
probably what? How tall would you say he was?
like 6'5", probably.
Probably,
no,
yeah.
a little less, 6'4".
Probably, yeah.
He was a
About
little
that.
bit taller than Scotty, and he was like decently built too. So I ended up. Thank God they had a full team. I ended up on the opposite rotation as him.
Yes.
So Jimmy pulls me aside before the game even starts. He said, "We're limiting your threes. Don't take threes. Drive." I said, "That's not fun, but fine." So my main game was I would like do it every once in a while in game. I would drive and then I would pull. I would drive like straight down the middle because everyone ran a 2-3 zone. It was so easy to just break through the middle. If you pass it out to the wing and then pass it back,
Mhm.
free lane to the basket. So I just did that, and I would split the defense every time. I would just like Euro step kind of.
Yeah.
And then I would start jumping. I would jump from the free throw line, and I would jump as high as I could, and as far as I could, and just floater.
Yeah.
And it would work. It worked every single time. My shot was butter that day. I hit 1 3, and like 2 free throws at the end of the game.
21
And
points
ended
later.
with 21 points.
21 points later, season high for anyone on our team. We win our first playoff game. We move on to at this point, this is like conference finals, because if you
Yeah.
win, you go to the championship.
Yeah.
We end up getting matched up against the Lakers.
The team that has
Which
only
is, I'm pretty sure that's not how it was supposed to work.
no.
It's
We were supposed to play Scotty's team, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, they
They
I don't-
seeded the playoffs like weird.
Horribly.
The way seeding works is like
it should be always highest versus lowest.
yeah, but we ended up playing like they were the highest and we weren't the lowest, but we
Right.
still had to play them.
There was the 7 seed still there, which the last place team had. They had.
They won like 2 games.
Yeah, and I believe
last place team?
I believe they had walked into their playoff game. Their first playoff game. Me and Josh were there watching, and the score at halftime was 27-2. They were winning.
Oh, I forgot about that game.
They beat
What, the Heat,
they were
right?
the Heat were beating the Celtics 27-2 at
It was
halftime.
like dude, that game was like a slaughter.
I
That
think
game
it
was-
started like 24-0.
They could not stop him.
Yeah,
It
no,
was-
Judo put up like 40.
Yeah.
Mario put up
We
like
could just call. I mean, this kid's name is Judah. There's nothing. We haven't talked bad about him yet, so
Yeah, no,
that's what we call him, Mario.
We're literally
Mario.
calling him like the best player we've ever seen ever.
Yeah, exactly.
He would put up 40 points a game.
No, if he was playing again, I would do everything I could to have him on our team just
Exactly. I
because
don't care how
he was
selfish he
crazy.
is.
So they slaughtered Scotty's team, right?
Yeah,
No, this was the Celtics.
this was.
Oh, no,
This
yeah.
was week 1.
Yeah.
Like, in playoffs,
Yeah.
week 1. They got mercy. I think the final score was like 45 to like
20. Did they even get to
I don't
20?
even think. I think it was absolute, like, it was the craziest thing I've seen all year.
And then so that game happened and we had to play the best team in the league.
Right. So it was us versus the Lakers, who were 9-1, and then our friend Scotty's team versus the Heat, who were at this point 1-1 and maybe 2-8, going into
something like that.
going into the second round of the playoffs after having just mercied the second best team in the league. So I don't even know how to like.
We got fucked.
We didn't win this game. We got mercied
Not close
eventually,
at all.
but there was a lot of steps to getting mercied.
We definitely went into it with the looming thought of like, oh, this is the best team, we're gonna lose. So I think everyone played a little like with that in the back of their head. You know what I mean?
Well, it didn't help that they were cheating.
So they had found a loophole to get their best player in the game 4 rotations in a row, and nobody noticed. And
Well, they did notice because people in the crowd started like saying
somebody
stuff.
on our
we
team,
even walked up to the head guy that was watching it, and he was like, "There's nothing we can do."
the head of the league,
There's nothing we
straight
can
up
do as
told
if
us
it's
that
not
there
his
is nothing
league.
we
Like,
could do.
I don't know, like
And at this point, we are halfway through the game, and I've had it. I know the season's over, and we're playing a 2-3 zone. I have to pick up CJ's part of the zone, which is the opposite side of the court. I pick it up. Right as I pick it up, little man himself is standing there. He hits a 3 pretty much in my face because I was closing him out. And I don't want to turn around and look at him after he hit this 3 because I knew what was coming. So I turn around, I look at little man, and he's staring me down with his hand in the air, with his wrist still flicked. And I look at him, I go, "What?" And he goes, "Guard up, bitch." And at that moment in time is when it was over for me. Because I knew that I wasn't going to let that happen to me. Rec league basketball, down by whatever, I wasn't going to let it happen to me. So this kid being very much smaller than me, I look at him and I go, "What'd you say to me?" He goes, "Guard up." And I go, "What'd you call me?" I said, "Say it again." And at this point, I don't know what got into me. I've never ever been like that. I've never gotten into a fight in my life. I go, "Say it again." This is as we're running back into the court to get onto offense. I go, "Say it again." And this is in the middle of the court. Everybody can hear it. Pretty much the whole family's at the game. Cody's at this game. Everyone's hearing what's going on. It gets very tense in here. Because this is happening in the middle of the court. Pretty much everyone's listening. Everybody can hear it happening.
Yeah, I saw this happening on the
I was on the other
sidelines.
side of the court. I thought I was gonna have to join in on a brawl or something.
I go, say it again. He doesn't look at me. I said, this is loud too at this point. I go, I'm yelling. I go, I swear to God, if you do that again, I will fuck you up. This kid doesn't look at me the rest of the game.
He also
and-
called Matt a bitch.
Yeah, he didn't look at me the rest of the game. And this was right before halftime. And at halftime, I got so heated that the ref, who was in the complete wrong for this, came over and told Jimmy to control his players.
That
When
guy was-
I wasn't the one who started it. And at that point right then and there, I almost actually assaulted a grown man.
Just 2 minutes left on the bench. We're on the bench. 2 minutes left. Well, like we know our season's over. He hits a three in the corner. Like he's wide open. It's not even that special of a shot. He's wide open, and it's. I'm not saying anything bad about him, but it was Deke that was covering that zone.
Yeah.
And he's not the fastest or the smartest, but he couldn't get over there fast enough. So it's like a wide open shot, and then he runs by our bench and then calls Matt a bitch.
Yeah, and Matt was like,
Matt got up.
Yeah.
Matt was not gonna let that slide.
Yeah, so
to me, it's just like it's rec league basketball. Like you're not in the NBA. Like
Yeah.
like there's nothing like worth being that cocky over. I don't know.
There's a reason he didn't play like basketball for his high school. So
we lose after the most intense game of the season. I didn't get any backlash for that. I was supported by my coaches in my decisions for what I said. I think after seeing what he did all season, I was very rightful for that, and he really didn't do that in the championship. And he really didn't do much of that for the rest of the game, and he also wouldn't look at me. I'm not saying I
did
scared
he
him
even
off,
play
but
in the championship?
he
Or was
did.
it the tall guy?
The other kid did not play.
Well, I know who it is, but I'm just not gonna say his name.
So
Tall guy
now
didn't
going
play.
into the championship, we have the worst team in the league taking on the best team in the league. I don't know how we got here, but before we start, Cody, do you remember that happening?
Shit.
My almost fight.
Yeah, I remember. I was ready to jump in like him.
I mean, first of all, I wouldn't have needed help with this kid,
Oh yeah. I know.
but
But you would have had it. But I'm sure both sides would have had it. It would have been a big brawl if it actually happened.
here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm
I was
saying.
down.
I am not the one to start a fight. I'm really not.
No, but you don't want to take disrespect.
But in this
either.
scenario, when I said say it again, if he said it again, I would have probably have gotten in a lot of trouble with the league or the school or even the law because I was not letting that happen, especially in the mindset I was in that intensity of the game. I don't know what would have happened, but it would have gotten physical, and I would have not have regretted it, I don't think.
I think that was the only time I started like really paying attention to.
It was brewing all season because weeks before we had seen him do it to somebody, and I had said, if he ever does that to me, it's not going to be good.
The reason we got upset because it was to your friend that he did it to. Like it wasn't just some
Right.
random kid. It was someone that you're
Right.
friends with.
And
so-
I said to you during right then and there when it happened, I said, I will not let that happen to me.
Yeah.
And you even agreed with me that you don't. But so now championship game, you know, everyone's there.
Yeah, we went
Worst
to
team
watch.
versus best team. It comes down to the wire. Judah is doing everything in his power to win this game. It is his team who, you know, they started 0-5 for a reason without him.
No, but you know what? Some of those players stepped up in that game.
Yes, that is true. And then the Lakers, who were just the powerhouses all season.
Honestly, they didn't really have a bad player at all.
All right, all of their players were probably.
They were nasty. It was
Yeah.
unfair.
I don't know what they did at the draft.
Oh, the same thing that we're doing this year.
Yeah.
So let's not.
They they very strategically drafted. Let's just say.
Yeah, maybe some loopholes,
But
but
let's just say I'm gonna be on the same team this year, and we're winning it all this year.
Yeah,
That's
we
not
have to
gonna
win.
count for a pick.
We have to win it all this
it's
year.
all or nothing.
It's your guys' last year. We have to.
I'm sure as the podcast goes on, we'll have weekly updates of what
Oh
what
yeah,
is happening.
remember how dramatic it was last year? Like you and I even like got into it because
Me and Josh,
because I was coaching.
got
him.
into a bad fight one night about it.
we got passionate.
Me,
about-
Josh, and Jimmy got into a bad fight one night about it.
I'm sure once it starts.
I don't think you two ever knew about any of it. There was almost a fight between our team at one of the practices.
Oh my god, dude!
and
when
I'm
I had
not going to get into that at all because I don't want to.
when I had to literally walk in between
Josh
them
had to
and like,
break up a fight between two players on our team. It was not any of us three.
No,
No.
no punches thrown, only slaps.
It was. We're not gonna say any names at all. It was just not any of us.
I thought I was gonna get punched when I walked in between them because they were both like.
Yeah.
I
Anyways,
think
that
I
was
ended up grabbing one of the kids.
Yeah,
and
I
held
don't-
them.
that was at a practice.
That was our season low point though. That was when we were like losing a lot. Like we had bad
Yeah,
losses.
I think after that it really turned around though.
Yeah, after that our team kind of like banded together and then we
I think,
started
yeah.
like, winning.
Some of them got hurt. If I'm not,
Yeah, no, we had
Yes.
a game where we had like 6 people and we had
Yeah.
like no rotation.
Yeah.
That was actually the game. Wasn't that the game that the game against the Celtics when you hit 3 threes in a row?
It might have been, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
This
No,
probably.
I think there was more than just me on the bench that game. I think we had like 7 people.
I really hope this plays out well to audio only because
We're just telling stories about.
I know I hope people
Stuff.
can follow these stories. I hope they don't sound like big clusters. I tried to break it down week by week. But yeah, the Lakers ended up winning the championship after finishing.
Are you happy that the team that eliminated you went on to win?
No, absolutely not. I'm not like that. When I'm playing a game, I'm not like that. When I'm watching a sport, it's different. But I'm not. I wanted to see their downfall, and we didn't get to see it. And a lot of those kids were seniors, and you know,
it was Little Man versus Judah, right?
yes,
Yeah, I remember that game.
they almost got into it too. But
They were good sports at the end.
I will
both of them.
say, at the end of the game, when I almost fought the kid, I went up to him and I said, "What happened to you? You were so nice last year." And he was just like, "Oh, you know, it's sport." And I'm like, "Well, that's not how you talk to people in sport." And I gave him a little hand slap, but that was the extent. You know, we're
I
not
know
friends.
he
but-
came over and apologized at the end to Matt too, because he was on the bench and he called him a bitch. Like
I don't
I think he just like didn't know how to trash talk. Like I
Yeah,
think he
yeah,
thought
yeah.
he was trash talking, but he was just being like.
a
He
dick.
wanted
Yeah.
to hype himself up.
I
He was
don't
being
know.
a douchebag. That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But he's gone now, so I don't have to worry
Yeah.
about it.
Our season's starting soon though. A couple months.
Honestly,
so ready.
like me and Jimmy have been talking about this. Like, you guys are seniors, and a lot of like the best players in the league are going to be like you guys and your friends.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, because Scotty's not in the league this year.
All like the other good seniors from last year are gone, so it's going to be like all the seniors and
All
like
the tall people
Yeah.
are gone.
Poor Chris tore his ACL. So
Oh,
Yeah.
what we need to do. Like, I don't want to.
You can walk
What are the
around.
odds that any of the other coaches are going to listen to this?
is at 0.
I really want to lock down Carter for our team. Obviously, you guys, if we could pick you, that would be great. but-
Well, what's that look for though?
Very-
Well, it's not
He's
going
gonna be one of the biggest people in the league. That's why.
He's a big person, but
just because like
he's been grinding with his brother.
yeah, it got a little questionable at one point.
But I think towards the end of the season, he picked it up a little bit.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
A little
picked
That's
up.
when he started scoring,
practicing
didn't he?
with his
Yeah.
When
brother.
he started
Yeah.
practicing with his brother, and he started
Yeah.
Yeah,
scoring.
but
Yeah.
then he started ball hogging. It kind of pissed me off.
we'll
okay, well-
he listens to me and Jimmy. I think we can, because there's not other. Who else
he
is
loves
big?
Jimmy.
There's nobody else. That's
Who else is
big.
tall that we could have on our team?
I mean,
Like,
if we can get Scotty,
Morgan.
that would be nice.
not playing.
Scotty's not playing.
Scotty's
Oh,
playing.
he's playing for his school.
Get
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm
Morgan.
saying. Like
Get
we need
Morgan.
like
we could get Morgan.
Please, get 7th round.
if we pick
Imagine-
Morgan, it's gonna be late.
Imagine
yeah.
a photo dump with Morgan in it
Oh,
on Weber.
God.
I mean-
Come on.
That'd be so
Morgan in
funny.
a jersey.
A group Weber pick with Morgan
God.
in the middle.
Morgan in those tight jerseys. Because
Oh,
remember in the beginning
man.
of the
And we
season, they
win?
were all so tight.
And we win the championship. We put Morgan in the middle. He holds the trophy.
Oh my goodness.
We should hold up Morgan.
That is
I,
not happening.
I don't think that's possible.
We'll all be dead.
We also were thinking about picking AJ again, but I don't know. Like he's
For defense.
yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't listen.
He also.
He doesn't practice. I'll be honest. He doesn't practice.
I love how we were like we're not gonna say names, then we're just like yeah we'll pick AJ, we'll pick Carter. Like we're just naming everything.
Well, it's not bad stuff about
No.
them.
Yeah,
It's
we
just-
we're saying we want to pick them.
AJ's got a good motor though.
Yeah, he just had a little difficulty with practicing.
Did I go to more practices than some of your teammates?
yes.
I think
Yes,
so.
you-
Cody
you
actually
played
practiced
more.
with us one
Yeah.
time.
Cody played more than some of
Yeah,
our teammates.
That was Valentine's Day because
Yeah.
I went on a.
Yeah,
Of
yes,
course, I
yes.
went on Valentine's Day, dude.
I went on a date with my
Smash
girlfriend,
right
and then I came in full jeans and like a pineapple polo, and then I changed in the Weber bathroom, and then played 5-on-5 and almost puked up my burger.
From friendlies, you
No,
got the
from
what's it called
99.
too?
From '99. What are you looking at?
Just pictures. That won't be going.
I don't
on the
think
photo
I-
dump, but-
I don't think I have any more standout stories or moments that I can remember right now.
Does anybody
All I
have
know
anything
is
to
that-
talk about unrelated to basketball?
You guys just started your season, so football.
Football.
Oh.
Football.
Football.
have
One and
anything-
one.
One and
One
one.
and one. We're on the uprise.
You have any notes on either of the last two games? You're 1-1, so.
Well,
Well, the first game you scored 0 points. Second
It's-
game you kept the other team to 0 points.
It's weird losing 41-0 and then winning 35-0.
yeah.
It's a weird shift.
First game was certainly rough. We had 2 people go down with season-ending injuries, one being an torn ACL and the other being a broken leg. So,
Broken tibula and fibula.
yeah.
That's gotta be.
We won't say the name just to.
No, it,
Okay.
Well, we already said
it was
Chris.
well.
Chris.
Well, yeah,
We
we said
won't-
Chris.
but
We
we
won't
won't say
mention
the
the
other.
other one.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Even though almost everyone that listens to the podcast will probably know. Not
Yeah.
the people from Germany. Shout out Germany.
If you're
And
listening
Mexico.
to this and
Oh, and Mexico. My
And
bad.
Iceland.
if you're listening to this from any country that's not the United States or the United States,
Just comment.
go into our link tree in the bio, go to our Instagram or our Twitter or our TikTok and send us a message. Let us know that this is not just like a Spotify, like,
What if they can't understand though?
Maybe Zoom.
why are they listening to
Wait,
us still
should
then?
Zoom call episode?
Oh, I was
Special
gonna bring
guest
something
Zoom
up.
call?
Yeah,
We need to test an episode like through like Discord or something,
Okay.
just to see how the quality sounds. Because probably there's gonna be some weeks where like if there's a
Yeah.
bad snowstorm or something,
Mhm.
like we.
We're
and-
so- yeah.
well, I was gonna say like
I'll add on to
it might also make some guests easier if we do like a Discord call and just like record the audio of it or something.
Also, I don't know, this is kind of unrelated, but you said snowstorms, but you know we're supposed to have like a pretty bad winter this year?
Yes,
Yeah,
I heard about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were supposed to snow.
I feel like that people say that
Every year.
every year though.
Well,
Every year. and
I
it
don't
never
know.
does.
My grandparents told me earlier before summer that this summer was supposed to be like a really terrible summer.
It was.
Yeah, it
Weather
was.
wise.
I mean,
balls.
it rained a lot, but it wasn't like
It was so hot and it just rained.
it wasn't really that hot though. Other summers,
We just had like the hottest week recently, so
That heat wave maybe we just want.
I do want to say
Yeah.
something, Josh.
maybe I'm just like
You're wrong because I think there was 2 different occasions where the world broke the record for the highest temperature
Yeah, it
average
was in like
recorded.
Texas.
really.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm just used to summer being hot and miserable. I don't like differentiate the temperatures, but
Is there anything we want to like? Any fun, quick games we want to play with any of these guys?
I don't have anything.
do you want to
for
Okay,
do
hold
the,
on. I
you
gotta-
know the thing we did with Icy Joe?
No. I have a good one. I have a good one for these 2. I'll ask you first, Kyle. When you're eating an egg sandwich,
Oh no.
do you like
Okay.
the yolk broken or runny? Like, do you like the yolk like? You know what I mean? Do you like? How do I?
Do you like it like over easy or over hard?
It depends.
I'm talking egg sandwich strictly.
The like is
Like when you,
it depends because like if I'm out, I would probably want it over hard because I wouldn't want to make a mess
But
everywhere.
what one tastes better to you though?
Over
That's
easy.
all. Exactly. What about you? What about you, Kyle?
I mean, I wouldn't go over hard. I would go runny.
Thank
Like,
you.
24/7.
Over easy, I think over easy tastes better. I just
So
Even if it makes a mess, honestly, I would still pick it over.
a couple of episodes ago, it was 2-on-1. I was outnumbered. Now you 2 are outnumbered because I got 3.
I mean, like I can see where both sides come from.
It's just a
in
gross-
my
I just said
opinion.
it doesn't. It just tastes like rubber when there's no yolk. It just like
there's still yolk.
I
though.
disagree. If you like season it good, it's so good.
You don't have to cook the yolk for like 10 minutes. You just make it so it's not runny. Because then if it's runny, it's like it has such a weird texture.
Isn't
Not
there like
in a
an
sandwich,
over
though.
medium too?
Yeah, I think so.
Over
I mean,
medium is my
I
favorite.
also like if
It's
I,
like
if I have
slightly runny, but it's like
my over medium when the yolk is.
It's
It's,
not
not
runny,
It won't
but it's
run
like-
out, but it's like a little. like,
That's good.
wet.
I like
That's
that.
The best.
Okay,
Hard.
I think we need to do the riddles.
I like over easy eggs because then you can just like I like to dip my toast in the yolk.
Yes, that's what I
Yeah.
said. That's what
Yeah,
I
that's
said.
basically-
But why do you have
you get
extra
that
toast
on
when you're
pizza.
eating a sandwich?
Well, you don't, but the
But-
bread soaks.
Oh, you're
in.
talking about okay. You're like talking about the
Yeah.
bread on the sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it gets in all. That's what I was trying to say.
What about like over easy like scrambled eggs? You know when scrambled eggs are like
No.
Like, almost
my
runny.
scrambled eggs cannot be almost
That's
runny.
fucking
That's gross.
disgusting.
yeah. Okay, I'm glad we agree on
Have you guys
that.
ever seen the Gordon Ramsay recipe?
Yeah,
He
over
stirs
the
it in
rice.
a pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a certain point,
No, it's
like,
fucking stupid.
because you can't also overcook the scrambled eggs. It has to be.
Yeah, it has to be
Perfect for
perfect.
scrambled
Because
eggs.
if they're overcooked, it's like eating like dry,
Right.
like it's gross.
Also, when I eat scrambled eggs, it has to have excessive amounts of cheese.
Yes, I was just
Yeah.
gonna say that, but I didn't know if anyone would agree.
No.
No, I agree. What kind
Plain
of what kind of
scrambled eggs
cheese?
is so
Uh,
like,
I can do
I don't know,
shredded
like-
or American.
Plain scrambled eggs
American
taste
is my
worse than
favorite.
pussy.
Yeah. All right. I mean, honestly, I would put any type of cheese on it. It doesn't really matter.
Provolone, Swiss. That's good.
Anything.
Just Parmesan.
White American.
What? Like
Wait,
like
what?
shaky parm.
On eggs?
Yeah,
I
like
don't.
scrambled eggs.
Wait, actually?
I'll
It's
put-
like on top. You
I've
don't
never-
put it in the egg, but put it on top
I've
after
never
it's
tried
done.
that before.
Doesn't sound
That's,
bad actually.
it's actually really
Have you
good.
guys ever had strawberry jelly with eggs?
No.
No,
It's good.
I've had syrup.
It's good. It's good.
Syrup with
Syrup's good.
Do you guys put ketchup on your eggs?
No, I don't even like ketchup.
I'll put
I
ketchup
will.
on an egg sandwich.
I'll put ketchup
On
on
an egg
eggs.
sandwich, I will. But I'm more of a
I like hot sauce on the eggs though.
hot sauce in the
I
eggs. saw
saw someone else say that.
That quesadilla you made last year in history class and you brought it to us.
Oh,
Remember that?
Yes.
That was the best thing.
That
I've
actually
ever made.
slapped.
I actually made for dinner last night. I made 2 different egg dishes. So I scrambled eggs. I cut up a hash brown and I cut up breakfast sausage. Mixed it in the scrambled eggs with some shredded cheese. Put it into a burrito. Had a breakfast burrito. And then I cut a hole in toast in the middle of it.
Bless you.
Bless you. Have you guys ever had like the egg hole in the toast?
What?
Yes.
Oh,
you got-
I know what you're talking
I know
about,
what you're
but
talking about.
You ever have the egg hole in the
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
It came
I
out
just call
kind
it
of
an
weird,
egg
but I know
hole.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
I think there is a name for it, isn't it? Like
I think it's egg hole.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Y'all don't fuck with egg
You
hole?
fucking egg hole.
Anyways,
I
I
forgot I
had
was gonna-
that and I just oversaturated it with cheese and it was so good.
Oh, I was. You know what's so good? I think you've had this before.
Yeah.
If you get like a bacon, egg, and cheese from Dunkin' Donuts, or a bacon, egg, and cheese from anywhere, and then you order hash browns and put it on the sandwich.
Yeah.
hash browns go on the sandwich.
Loki, I'm not gonna lie. For the first time, I went with my sister. She drove me to McDonald's after we got our passports.
What? Wait,
At
hold on.
McDonald's?
We got our
Passports at McDonald's.
No. After
The McWort.
did I say McDonald's? I meant Dunkin'. We went. Okay, no. My sister brought me to Dunkin' after we got our passports.
Okay.
Like we got our pictures taken and everything. She brought me there, and I tried the sourdough breakfast sandwich. That shit is so good.
They put so much on there too.
That's what-
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
every
why it's
time.
actually good for
Dunkin's
its price.
underrated.
It's only like 75 cents.
She gets the breakfast sandwich and she'll substitute the regular bacon for the maple bacon with the brown sugar or whatever.
Does she get the normal one or the sourdough one?
Sourdough.
Yeah, no, because they give you it's 75 cents more. They give you 2 eggs,
Yeah, it's a bigger
That's
piece
fire.
of bread.
It's
They
a
give
bigger
you,
piece
I
of
think,
bread.
double cheese.
double cheese,
Yeah.
double bacon,
Well,
and it's only like 75 cents more.
Really?
What I've been
Yeah, we
getting,
checked it
what I
the
get in the
other
fall for breakfast sandwich at Dunkin' is the croissant with the maple bacon and the what kind of cheese is it?
White cheddar.
White cheddar. That's the
That-
best.
I love
That-
Dunkin'.
Dunkin' is
Yeah.
really. I can
People
eat Dunkin'.
hate on Dunkin', but I love it.
It's some of its stuff is.
And
like,
they have
way
their new
overpriced.
like the chicken wraps.
No, not.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yo, chill. But the chorizo wrap is so good.
Man, I it's like 10:30 right now. I work tomorrow at like 6:50. I might go get Dunkin' before.
Has anyone tried the new ice spice drink?
No.
No.
It looks like
Isn't there supposed to-
ridiculous.
My sister said there's munchkins in it.
Yeah,
they
it's
blend
like
it
it's like a
with
milkshake basically.
No,
Because their fans
Soda
are
was
called
talking about it,
munchkins.
Kyle.
That's so goofy.
Yeah, it
Soda
looks.
talked about it. He was like, "There's like
It's like pumpkin munchkins. I
2,
think
like not even 2, like 5,000 calories."
I think it was 1,090.
it looks kind of good, but I don't want to drink the full thing. Like I want to just like try it, but not drink the entire
He
thing.
said that there's like 146 grams of carbs
Oh,
Well, I think
Oh
I
my
would
God.
die.
and like 160 grams of sugar.
I can look right now. Actually, hold on.
160
I
grams.
tried to
I
look
would
up
be
sugar.
shitting my pants all day.
It's like
Carbone would be dead.
Yeah, I would definitely be dead from that.
I think we might have to name the episode featuring, what was it, Jim
Dandy.
Dandy, and Diabeto.
Oh my god. I mean, if he's okay with it, fine. But
What? Oh, yeah,
the
I'm
name of
fine
the
with that.
episode? That's what Morgan
Diabeto.
calls him.
By the way, if this is not clear by now, I have type 1 diabetes.
Yeah, and he
Type
really
1's when you're born with it, right?
he never hears
No.
the end of it.
Type
He-
1's when you
I love
develop
how
it.
Yeah,
like you
no.
bully him for something he literally can't control at all.
Morgan loves
is-
doing it.
Yeah, so
Well, he bullies me because I'm fat too.
Yeah, I just call Morgan fat.
Morgan's the
too, so.
fattest kid ever.
Cody is
Except he doesn't eat a lot. When we go out, he
Morgan?
doesn't eat anything.
Morgan is not only shorter than me, he's also built like fatter than me.
He's built wider than you. You're
No,
taller
this
and
is a wide claim, literally. So I think we have to bring Morgan on to discuss this with you, Cody.
I don't know if we want.
I don't
Morgan
know
on
if
here.
we
I
can
think Morgan
bring
might get us canceled.
a wide.
Yeah, Morgan
Thing is
might
crazy.
get you guys canceled.
Um,
we might have to like scratch
Morgan
that
will
whole
get you guys
video or
clapped.
just chop it up.
Morgan would say some out of pocket shit.
Yeah, he would say some very out of pocket things.
We got to get the riddles going.
Yes,
All right.
riddles. 2 of them. 90
So,
seconds for each.
You guys are new. I have a riddle for mostly
Yo,
each
make sure
episode.
you-
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I have a riddle for mostly each episode.
Episode.
All right, and you guys get 90 seconds to talk between each other to guess what the answer is. So today we're gonna do 2 because
We missed one last
Yeah,
episode.
we messed up.
because last episode was very long. But I'll ask you 1 or 2 because I have 2. So
Just do one first.
Yeah, sure.
all right.
I start the timer when he finishes reading it, and we have to discuss and answer.
So Mr. Taylor has $4, and each has a brother. In total, how many children does Mr. Taylor have?
There'd be 5. It's 4 daughters, 1 brother. 5.
Well,
Yeah, because they're not going to all have different brothers.
Each has a brother, but they're all the same. They're all related, so it's
5.
Do we want to lock in?
I'm good with that.
quickly?
I'm good with
yeah,
that.
I think we'll lock in 5.
All right,
I
we're
think
locked
that
in.
we have double the brain power
Fine.
today, so I think we might
Okay,
be.
we
Would
have
you,
like
all right, be
3.5.
honest. Would you have gotten guessed that without him?
I think we
Yes.
might have. I think
So
we
it
would
would
have.
have taken us a little.
Because we
longer.
wouldn't have said 8. That's too easy.
I think we broke it down.
Yeah, the answer.
Yeah.
So we just tied it up.
We're
right?
tied right now, Cody. This is until next week. This is for the lead. You had a big lead on us.
You better give us a good one here, Cody, because we could take the lead here.
I don't even know if this one's gonna be good enough now
Yeah,
because there's 4 people.
Give it to us good.
What?
Hey, yo.
All right.
If an electric train is moving north at 55 miles per hour and the wind is blowing east at 70 miles per hour, which way does the smoke blow?
The train is electric. There's no smoke.
Oh.
There is no smoke because it is an
Oh.
electric train.
Lock it in.
I'm locking it in
I'm locked
too.
in.
I would lock that in.
Fucking prick.
The lead.
I don't know if I would have got. I would have been sitting here thinking like, all right, north, east.
Yeah,
like-
I don't think I would have got that one either.
I had to, and I was.
I
like,
don't think he was even doing math. I think
Oh,
he
I
was
wasn't
like
doing
sick
math.
of it.
I was thinking. I was so done with it. I was just thinking of the question.
Yeah, because that thing wants you to just be caught up on the math the whole time that you forget the obvious, right?
That's why I tried to say
Yeah.
electric fast.
Yeah, I heard you. I was like,
We just took the lead on the rail. We were down by
So
a
what's the
lot.
points now?
Oh shit! Hold on. You guys are up to. Are we doing separate for guests or do you want to do
this
sync?
counts.
Okay.
Once we have guests, they're on our team. This is your fault for not coming prepared.
You tell them every week.
I tell you every week. I say,
Uh,
Cody,
yeah.
riddles. You never come prepared. Maybe if you were to come prepared,
I don't
this
think
would
of
be
my
better.
own riddles.
Yeah.
You
come.
could. Why don't you think of your own riddles?
Come.
What?
Prepared. Come prepared.
All right. So I think this episode was very different style from normal because there was 5 of us.
I think it went well.
It's kind of hot in here now.
Yeah. Hopefully the audio is not terrible because we were all like talking and stuff.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. It's 10:30 at night. I have to go edit episode to be up tomorrow at 1.
I forgot you have to work
I
tomorrow.
have to work tomorrow at 6 in the morning.
I have to drop these 2 guests off and then go home for a 30-minute drive.
Yeah, let's
Let's wrap it up.
we'll wrap
here.
it up. That was a good episode though.
Yeah, you guys can come back to be
Sick.
guests.
I would
Definitely.
love to come.
I don't
Oh,
know.
no.
You guys are actually not invited. So,
My idea for the what do we call it? Oh my god, what the hell's going on? My idea for the bonfire fest is to have an episode where every guest we've had on comes back for like a giant game.
For one, okay.
So you guys will be back in
That
one
should
way.
be episode 69.
Okay,
All right.
that's it.
That's enough.
It seems fair fitting.
Goodbye, everyone.